Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 back to show off some more plunder that I have acquired here recently. Just literally got back into town just a little while ago. Went out of town for a work weekend and of course had to hit up JL Records, my yearly trip there. Sometimes I get an extra trip in there if I'm able to, but most of the time I only get to go there once a year. And once again, they came through. Playing in the background, if you can hear it, is The Dark Matter by Nangalima. Amazing doom death. If you're into doom death, definitely check this out. Thank you to Emilio Crespo for giving me permission to use this in my video. So yeah, get started with some vinyl. I actually picked up 3 vinyl this time. And the first one is Les Secrets by Alcest. Really surprised to find this in there. Been really getting into Alcest here recently, and this is only my second vinyl. I got their newest album on vinyl as well, and surprisingly, considering this was used, it still had the poster in it, which I actually didn't even realize it came with a poster until I picked up the vinyl. And they usually clean their vinyl really good at this place when they're used and everything, but apparently after they cleaned it, somebody decided to get a little handsy, and they had dirty hands because there's like a dusty handprint on the vinyl, or at least, you know, part of a handprint. So luckily I have a friend who cleans vinyls, and he will be getting a call from me and have him take care of that for me. And then of course I just saw this band on Wednesday, so, you know, I had to pick up, you know, some more from them. They did have the CD that I'm missing, but they did have an vinyl that I was missing, and that is A Haunted Curse by Goatwhore. And the layout of this is kind of awkward because it actually folds up as such. Just a standard black vinyl, same as the Alcest, nothing, you know, fancy here, but hey, it's fucking Goatwhore, man. And the last one that I got, and what's funny about this is that they had a new copy of this, but to me it was like a little overpriced, but they also had a used copy that was a lot cheaper and just as in good a shape. And it's funny because the guy who actually rang me up at the end of my little shopping trip, this used to be his. He literally had just brought it in not long ago. He said he hardly ever played it, and I don't know why, because it's a fucking awesome album. But this is The Fall of Hearts by Catatonia. And yeah, this album here was high up on my year-end list last year. Gatefold, 2 LP set. And this is the album that actually kind of reignited my interest in Catatonia, and it started making me appreciate their post-doom death stuff, standard black vinyl. And this also has an exclusive bonus track, if I am not mistaken. I believe it's Here Sister, and it's only available on the vinyl version, so it'll be cool to finally spin this and hear that song. Here's the second inner sleeve, and, you know, like all the others, just standard black vinyl. But yeah, very pleased to have this on vinyl. This is only like my second Catatonia album on vinyl. I have Dance of December Souls on vinyl, which is just a fucking classic in my opinion. Alright. Now, onto the CDs, and all of these were used. I tend to end up finding a lot of used stuff there. Some of their newer stuff is not bad price, but there's some that's a little, I can get it cheaper online or somewhere else, but most of the time I end up finding a lot of stuff I want used, so. This first one was actually the most expensive one I paid $20 for this, but this is like no longer made, and if I remember right, the sticker said this is like an alternative cover that wasn't even used apparently, so somehow some of these must have got out, I guess. But this is Lost in Space by ESP. And if you're not familiar with ESP, it's basically the Eric Singer project, who is currently the drummer for Kiss. Then you have Bruce Kulick here on guitar, and yeah. Anybody that knows me knows I am like a die-hard Kiss fan, and anything related to them, whether it be, you know, Kiss stuff in general or bands or projects that former or current members are involved in, I usually try to pick up their stuff. I need to get some more ESP stuff, but it's like really hard to find. And out of all the stuff that's kind of Kiss related, the only thing I'm missing besides a few of Bruce Kulick's solo albums is actually White Tiger, which was Mark St. John's band. But I haven't been able to find that anywhere just yet. So, and next is one that I've been looking for ever since it came out, but I never could find it. And I don't know why I didn't try to order it online. Just, I guess, escaped my mind. But this is Disciples of the Sun by Pyramaze. Yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to get this for quite some time, and I do believe, show the disc here, this is the one and only album that Matt Barlow was on. Oh no, this is a totally different one. Okay, there's a totally new guy, I guess, on vocals. But I know Matt Barlow did vocals for one of them. So, this is not the one I thought it was. I guess they must have released a fourth album without me knowing about it. It even says right there in the title, for Pyramaze, Disciples of the Sun. So I'm still on the lookout for that album with Barlow on vocals. That shows you how much I pay attention to that. Next is Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper, Walking in the Shadows. Yeah, big fan of Grim Reaper, so when I heard he was kind of reuniting Grim Reaper in a way, you know, bringing the Grim Reaper back, I had to pick this up, and I've been wanting it for a while now. Fucking love his vocals. Finally completed my Acacia Strain collection. Found a copy of Wormwood, which was the only one that I was missing. And it's so funny because I used to see this one in FYE all the fucking time, and then when it gets to be the last one I need, it's never in there. Also got the second album from Venomous Concept, Poisoned Apple. I mean, just look at that cover. That was just really awesome. Don't know who Venomous Concept is. Basically a grindcore project featuring Shane Embry from Napalm Death, which is, he also has, Dan Lilker, Kevin Sharp, and Dan Herrera in it, so some kind of big names in the grindcore scene. They actually have a new album out, but I haven't picked up yet either. Next is an EP by Indiana death metal band. This is Harakiri with Virtuous Symptoms. Still looking for their debut album. Haven't been able to find it just yet, but they did have this in there, so I was really pleased with that. Really good, kind of technical, brutal death metal. Next is Tomb Throat with Eden Apocalypse, put out on Severed Records, and I believe also, Blast Head Records as well. Another band that I've been meaning to pick up some of their stuff, and just hadn't got around to it, and I saw this in there. I was like, yep, gotta get that. Then we have Blood Revolt with Indoctrine. And I actually just recently found out about this project featuring Jay Reed and AA Nimsianga. And I believe it was Count Blagger who actually mentioned these guys once before. And I've been wanting to pick this up ever since I heard some of it, and found it in there. I was pleasantly surprised. Also picked up the CD version of Les Secrets by Alcest. So, well, check, see if they might have the CD of this, and sure enough, they did. Oh, this next one I know might make Emilio a little jealous, because I know this band's first few albums are really hard to find, and I was really surprised to see this in there, and it was actually not too bad of a price, considering some of the ones I've seen online. This is Illusions Play by Shape of Despair. Really good funeral doom. Put out on Season of Mist. Just really, you need to try to find their other ones, but as I said, they're really hard to find and they're really fucking expensive. And the last one that I picked up at JO Records is the debut from Trigger the Bloodshed, Purgation. Another band that I've been meaning to buy some of their stuff for a while, and of course, opportunity knocked, and I answered. So, yeah. And while I was gone, I picked this up, and I decided to check online to see how much their other two albums were. Found their second one from a seller for, $6.99 shipped. You know, and I still got it because it was fulfilled by Amazon. I was able to use my Prime, so I got it, you know, in 2 days. So basically, you know, whenever I got back into town, there it was, waiting on my doorstep. But this is The Great Depression by Trigger the Bloodshed. So, you know, not exactly picked up at JL Records, but because of JL Records, I ended up buying this. So I guess, you know, I figured I'd throw that in there as well. So yeah, that is going to do it for now. I've actually got a lot of cool stuff getting ready to come in the mail here in the next few days. And I got some other stuff that I'll probably be showing off before too long as well. So I'm going to get off here and start unpacking all the stuff that I brought back with me and relax. It's been a long weekend. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until next time, stay real.